Episode 4 starts off by showing us the Wookiee Jedi Kelnaka cooking up some soup. And then he looks at some wall cave painting symbols. Cue dramatic music. This is a big moment, I guess. This moment, non-moment, was a little bit dramatic. And that's all that scene is. Cut to the Jedi. We see Osha, that strong, independent woman she is. She's gathering her stuff and preparing to leave. She wants to go, even though she only just found out that her sister she believed to be dead for 16 years is alive and well, and she wants nothing to do with helping her, so she's just going to get the hell on out. The white-skinned Zabrak Jedi girl, Jeki, who accompanied Squid Game Guy in finding Osha, sees her leaving. Apparently, they've gotten a little bit fond of each other. We never see this budding friendship on screen, but hey, who cares about on-screen continuity? I'm getting major lesbian vibes from this conversation. They probably scissored off-screen, I guess. I don't know. So the little Jedi Council end up having a little meeting to discuss May. The bald green leader lady believes May was trained by a Jedi. So she sends them on a mission to find May. But not before Squid Game Guy finds Osha and convinces her to go with them. Let's cut to a different scene now and find strong independent woman number 1 May traversing the forest planet alongside the silly Asian poison maker. We learn that the unknown master collects people. Cool. Silly Asian man tells May that he believes Osha is extremely fond of Squid Game Guy. This seemed like it was supposed to have some sort of emotional depth to it, but as always, the main actress, completely stony-faced. No depth to this character whatsoever. We also learn May made some sort of deal with the big bad evil guy. Apparently, Osha being alive doesn't change the deal. Or at least, so we believe in the moment. And now we reach the most blatantly forced, pathetic pandering of the episode. The Jedi and Osha are on ship en route to finding May. And Osha finds that they have a tracker aboard. This tracker is a little hamster man. Osha asks Jeki, the lesbian Zabrak chick, "Who is that?" Jeki says, "Oh, that's Basil." Osha follows that up with, "Is he or they with us?" The most unbelievably forced use of pronouns I've ever seen in a show ever, even for Disney. This was the most embarrassing attempt to pander to the weak-willed woke crowd I've ever seen. And that is seriously saying a lot for Disney. It was so hilariously forced and unnecessary. But hey, so was literally everything about this show. God. So the Jedi land on the planet and Osha touches a lump on a tree. Turns out that lump was some wild, wonky, roly-poly bat. Cut to screeching, flying, wild, wonky, roly-poly bat flying at the Jedi. And it flies right into Squid Game Guy's lightsaber. We find out they're attracted to light. This was kind of like a big deal point in the episode, but that's the last time we deal with the roly-poly bats. Or at least in this episode. Maybe they come back. It felt like a big deal. Oh my god, they're attracted to light. And then, okay, moving on. May catches the silly Asian man in a tree trap and tells him Osha being alive actually does change everything. So she's negging on the deal. This tells me that there's going to be some sort of link to Darth Plagueis. Not necessarily that's who the big bad is, but I believe that the big bad is in some sort of cahoots with Darth Plagueis. She must have been promised Osha could be brought back to life, but now that she is alive, she's like, I ain't gonna do this now. I guess. I don't. Anyway, May heads off to Wookiee Kelnaka's hut and finds the Wookiee dead in its chair with a massive lightsaber slash right across its chest. Wow. What a complete and utter fucking waste of a Wookiee Jedi. They actually had a chance to give us a decent character, but nope, off with the Wookiee. You had a chance, Star Wars. You had a goddamn chance to give us something interesting. So the strong, independent woman that May is, she panics and says, "Oh my god, big bad guy's her. I'm scared." And then we see Jedi and Osha. They reach the grot and say, "Girl, we got you," while May is inside. But in comes big bad guy. He's floating on in, and he force pushes the entire group. All of them, including Squid Game guy, who is a Jedi master. He's a literal master, and he just gets flick like he's a freaking bug on a wall. Just gets flicked backwards with complete ease. No resistance whatsoever to the force push. None. The whole group just phew. And that's how the episode ends. This entire episode was a massive Nothingburger. Nothing happened. It was 27 minutes of people walking and talking. The other 3 minutes were people walking and talking. 30 minutes of that. Just a whole freaking can of nothing. If I had to take a guess, what's happening here is I think the big bad guy is actually the bald green lady, the Jedi Master. She knows the mission, exactly where they were. She knows May was trained by a Jedi. It's also May and the silly Asian guy. They kept referring to the big bad guy as he. So obviously Harvey Weinstein's protege, Leslie Headland, probably thinks, haha, not a he, it's a girl, is some sort of masterful revelation that no one could have ever seen coming. It's so glaringly obvious. It's the single most predictable choice that it feels like it actually is going to be the choice, because the creators of this show are just that unoriginal and unimaginative that the obvious twist has to actually be the real twist. And here's also the funny thing about this boring Nothingburger trash of an episode. It was the best episode so far. I shouldn't say best. I should say it was the least horrific but still garbage episode of the show so far. It still sucked, but it was the least horrible one, and that's mainly only true because of how little happened. Nothing happened. Nothing. So little happened in this episode that it was actually incapable of being lore breaking, and that's why it was the least terrible episode so far, because it couldn't shit on the franchise too much more, even though they gave a hamster man pronouns for absolutely no reason other than textbook pandering. All right, show, that's all we've got so far. Please don't watch it. Don't do it. Don't watch it. I'm begging you, don't watch it. I don't even want to get through the next episodes, but oh god. Bye.